Right. Hello everyone, Nerdy Boy Christian here. So I've just got done reading Moon Knight number 6. Well, not just because I showered, but I read it before that. So I'm sure some of you who are reading this might be a little confused, but it's really not that confusing. We're just kind of exploring the mind of Moon Knight, and kind of the issues he has within his mind, and they touch on it, like talking about mental illness and this and that. But that's really what Moon Knight goes through. If you don't know, Mark Spector, Jake Lockley, not Lockley, what is his name? Jake whatever, and Steven, they're all different personalities of Moon Knight, or of the character. So if you haven't read like old Moon Knight stuff, you might not get that or whatever, but it's all in there. It's all part of him. So that's why he kind of goes through these things, and we're just inside his mind, navigating through it, and that's where these stories are going. They're not so much, we are forced to question: is it real? Is it not real? But at the same time, that it feels real to Moon Knight, but it's not necessarily the reality. The reality is that at this point he is in an insane asylum, and this is kind of a storyline that's been done in different TV shows or forms of storytelling, where we're forced to question if everything that they're going through is just, a circumstance of their psyche. Like, are they actually in a mental institution and they're just imagining all these other stories we've known, like 5 seasons of this show, and then this one episode makes us question all of it. Is it real? Is it not real? We never really know, and kind of how behaviors manifest as a result of that, and that's happened in other shows and things. But in Moon Knight, I believe that he is in the mental institution, kind of is imagining everything else going on around him as a result of his mental illness, or his psyche, or the pills they're giving him, the drugs, whatever it is. But you are forced to kind of question what's going on, and if you haven't read any Moon Knight before this, you kind of don't know. And the series before it really didn't help either, before this new series started up, because you are in a new place based on older comic books still. So you just go read up on Moon Knight, like Wikium or something. I don't know what's there. I just know that from what I've read in early years of reading comics and stuff, Moon Knight's always been kind of like a psychologically complex character, and has had mental issues. So if you guys are interested in knowing more about Moon Knight, just you can pick up old books or find them on like Marvel Unlimited or Comixology or something. A better option, in my opinion, would be to just wiki like Marvel Wiki, because it's a lot quicker, I'm sure, than reading through. But I mean, I find it more interesting to read about it than to go to Marvel Wiki, like to read the actual stories. But not everyone does, not everyone has that kind of time. I know I don't, but when I was a kid, I had more time to read. So, but this story has just been very intricate, very enticing, and I'm not going to give away a whole bunch of spoilers for it. I'm not going to go in depth here. I just wanted to talk about it quickly. Moon Knight number 6, check it out, because it is, just read this new series, and you might get lost and you might want to give up on it, but just stick through it. And the more you know about Moon Knight, the more payoff there is for this, and you really have to know about Moon Knight, or you might just be confused and want to give up on it. Like, I've done that with other books that I don't know a lot about the characters, but I've wanted to get into their books, but it doesn't always work that way. So definitely, if you're reading this Moon Knight series, you kind of have to know some of these things, because it's important. Like, Mark Spector might be Moon Knight, but Jake and Steven are other parts of his personality. He has multiple personalities, and that's why he's like, tonight I'm Jake, and then and then she calls him Mark. Marlene calls Steven Mark, and that's all plays into that. So this has been my discussion about Moon Knight number 6. So if you haven't read it, check it out. New comic books come out tomorrow. I'll post this video tonight, Tuesday, September 13th. So read that book. I still have to read the other books from last week that are on my buy list. If you haven't checked that out, nerdyboysreviews.com. Go to the buy list. You can see what we buy every week. And so last week I had Red 1, number 3, which has been forever since that's come out. It's kind of ridiculous. And Paper Girls? Yeah, Paper Girls like number 9. And that series has been great also. Brian K. Vaughan is an all-star. So I'll probably write reviews on those, but this I feel like I needed to talk about. So just check out Moon Knight, please. I love Moon Knight. I really want to do a TV show. Oh, and they touch up on some of that stuff, like the movies, superhero movies and stuff at the beginning. It's great. Just read it. That's all I have to say. But yeah, keep up with us through the buy list, through our website, through our social media at Nerdy Boys Reviews, all that, because we like to do things. We will be podcasting most likely this weekend, so check that out. We have a lot of things to talk about. We have some stuff. We have TV shows coming back in the coming weeks, and we have some pieces of news that are really interesting. Scott's gonna rant, of course. It's gonna be great. So check those out. Follow us, Nerdy Boys Reviews, on Instagram at Nerdy Boys Review, on Twitter, nerdyboysreviews.com. That's it. Thanks.